let's see if this girl... Let's see if this girl will drive. So far it's running pretty good. Take her easy. Get her nicotine in so we can not stress out. Just kidding. She's still a little unhappy. I don't know what's going on with it, but past the flaggers. Going to a buddy's house or a friend's house. She's got a parts truck I'm getting some stuff from. So let's see if we can make it over there. Well, howdy tubes, welcome back to Johnson's Garage. Today, in this video, we're pulling the front axles out of this truck, and my friend has a donor truck that she bought for her bullnose. I'm getting some parts off of it in exchange for labor for working on the 85 that she has. So this truck, I bought last year. Actually, me and Dad purchased this, and I know he has yet to be in a video, but we'll get there. Me and him together bought this truck from a local guy where I live, and it's got a 300 straight six in it, 4-speed manual. It's an okay running truck. I put a new carburetor on it and got it. I got it where it'll drive. It's not great, but it drives. But this being kind of a military themed truck, I want to convert it to four-wheel drive, and it's perfect that my friend bought this donor truck because it has four-wheel drive TTB axles. It's also a half ton. So the goal is to get these axles out, and then we need to get the donor truck in here somehow so I can pull the front axles out of it and do a little swap-a-rooski. To get four-wheel drive axles in this, and then eventually when I get to the engine and transmission and all that stuff, I'll get a 5-speed manual of some sort. If I can find a ZF5, cool. If not, it's going to get an M5 with the R2. So with the help of my friend's 85 bullnose, or 86 or whatever it is, and then Millie, we got the donor truck in. We just did it. Started pulling some stuff out of that thing. It's got a really nice bed. If anybody needs an 87 to 92 brick nose bed, this is the donor's an 88. It's got a really nice bed on it. We're up in Vernonia, Oregon. If you guys want the bed, it is for sale. We got to figure out the pricing on it. I don't know how much they go for, but I'll figure it out. But I'll leave a link down below with an email, and you can contact me there. and I'll relay the information to my friend who owns vehicles in this fine establishment. Lighting's kind of sucky in here, but I got my under the hood light. We'll run that until she dies. Hopefully we can get our front axles off of this thing, which is all I'm going to do, and then I got to run and call it a day. I'm doing a lot of work. We swapped the bench seat out of the donor truck into the 85, and that was a nice little upgrade. But I got to eat. You know what I just realized? I need a floor tack. I think they have one here somewhere. Gotta loosen it, Jimmy. This one too, huh? These probably haven't been off in who knows how long. Yeah, this truck's gonna need calipers, brake hoses. I hope the calipers are good on the other truck, because we're going to need them. The back side of the rotors are not so great. Nonetheless, we got brake pads that will work with that truck. What should we get off next? How am I unthreading this by hand? It's literally rusty. I unthreaded that by hand. Can we use a framing hammer to knock that out? Nice. Wrong angle. Let's see if we can break her free first and then maybe spin it off. Now I'm trying to save this shock because I don't have new ones ready, and we're just going to run what we have. It's time to do some sketchy shit. Sketchy shit. Why you will come out? still stuck in there. Oh. It's like there's no bolt in it. Why? Yeah! Eat it! Don't beat up the shock, please. Get out of here. That happened somewhere. That's my foot. Well, let's get this driver's side out of here. Believe it or not, I went ahead and popped the driver's side. So we got the bolt out for the driver's side pivot. And I took my pry bar and kind of freed it up. What I'm going to do on this side, I'll get this radius rod removed, or the nut and the backing hardware out of it, and then we'll get the shock out. I've got this supported a little bit by the jack here. Well, we'll get the spring hardware and everything. We'll just get everything up top here undone, get this brake out of here. Oh! This is interesting. On the other side, brake caliper, use that hard spring-loaded spring pin. Here, on this side it has a newer style with the rubber slider things. That's interesting. Well, let's get the shock undone first. When this comes out, that shoe comes off like it's nothing. The boot's ripped on this. I can sit up there. This has got really good brake pads on it. I'll be sure to reuse those. Yeah, there. We'll reuse that one, that's fine. This is going to be the one that does not want to come apart. Remember how the other side basically just came off after I breathed on it? This one, oh, and our pivot didn't want to come out, right? Remember that? This side, the pivot, oh yeah, no problem, came right out. Now it's the drag link or the tie rod end. Didn't want to come out. Oh. Now this truck appears to have never, ever had its radius rod bushings replaced, or radius arm. It's the same thing, it's a radius. It's never had them replaced. So for the first time since it was put together in 1985 or even 1984, it's an 85 model year. You know, the rivets are still there, so otherwise if there were bolts here, I would just undo the bolts and then we could pull the bracket back. But we can't because it's riveted on, and I don't plan on solid axle swapping it. We're just going to go from twin I-beam to twin traction beam. So we're going to leave that in there. We're going to fight it the whole way. It'll all still be easier than doing a solid axle swap, and I'm not really building this truck to do rock crawling and stuff like that, so we're not doing a solid axle swap. Don't talk to me about it, I'm not doing it. It's just not happening. I don't feel like spending for some $1,000s to swap axles, or do a solid axle swap. Plus these in stock form. You know, like this, when all the steering is like new tire rod ends, a good steering box, really good pivot and radius rod bushings. These things drive nice. My brown truck that you guys have seen on this channel, it drives amazing. I have all brand new Moog stuff in it, energy suspension bushings and Bilstein shocks. It's the big thing with these. You got to have really good shocks. You can't, these soft, mushy, whatever shocks, and no sway bars. It, you know, having all that in here makes a big difference. That's another thing this truck is getting. It's getting the front and rear sway bar from the donor truck. So this thing will be real nice once I'm done with it. All right. Watch this not be an inch and an eighth. Oh! That's all it was. As long as you keep that pivot from going back up in there. Hey, look at that. That took 2 seconds after we got the hardware off. It kind of rolls. Ouch. We got our 2-wheel drive beams out. Here's the donor truck. We took stuff off like the mirrors. We're taking the mat pockets out and it's gonna go into that bullnose there. The cab is pretty clean. My friend wants to sell the cab after we get what we want out of here. I'm taking the 4-wheel drive stuff, obviously because it's going into Millie. These fenders, the hood, this, everything here will be is for sale. I don't think she's keeping the doors. I had one rivet pop out of here. The bed, that's had a factory Ford bed liner, like plastic liner its whole life. You can see it's just rubbed the paint and there's some wavies in it, you know, from someone throwing heavy stuff in here, but it's rust free. Well, the other side, the paint's starting to bubble here, so that will need some attention, but it's not fully rotted through. Cab corners are really good on this thing. I think she wants to take the steering column and put it in there. I know some people really hate that, but I didn't mind. I don't mind that steering wheel. For this truck, I don't know if you can see, it has the quad shock front suspension. I'm debating on whether or not I want to put that in Millie. I think I do. But yeah, it's got the quad shock in there. You can barely see it. It has a front sway bar and cross member that will fit the bull nose. So this is going to go in Millie. Well, there's our 4-wheel drive right there. Yeah. We'll clean her up and probably paint it black and we'll throw it into the truck. She's taking these wheels, she's gonna clean them up and put them on this truck after she gets her tires swapped over. These are really nice tires. These dog dish poverty caps, all 4 are present and pretty much intact. Those will be for sale. And it looks like I'm out of memory card. Anywho, guys, that's going to be it for this video. In the next one, I'm going to, I'm going to do a separate video on this one. And then the next one will be taking those axles, cleaning them up, getting them painted, which I'll probably do off camera. But those we're going to throw into this truck. And part of my deal with doing some labor for her blue truck there, I'm getting the axles and transfer case and all that, and I'm getting a 351 Windsor. So yeah, that's gonna be a wrap for this video. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next several truck videos. Look at that, we got pretty maids all in a row.